The reason why they put trans in a box, because even men get put in box, straight men, or straight women, or whatever. I said straight women, I'm wrong term. Women and men get put in box. That's why you have categories in men's sports.
Yes.
Like Mayweather can't fight Mike Tyson. Because they're in boxes, because that's what it is. So I understand in society, they put trans in a certain spot. I get that.
But why does Mayweather and Mike Tyson in two separate boxes? Because of weight, age, what?
Because of
weight and age.
No, because of weight. Only because of weight, because Tyson can kill Mayweather. He's like 200 pounds. And he's a professional boxer. He punched professionally. And Mayweather is light. He's like 140.
Okay.
So you got to put him in boxes.
That's my husband.
So you got to put him in boxes. So even like with wrestling, same thing. You put men in the categories. So people always say, like, for trans, like, you put me in a box. I mean, yo, life is about boxes. We all in boxes. Like, it's what it is. Even in classrooms.
Yes.
The dumb kids go with the dumb kids. Smart kids go with the smart kids.
Why would you say?
Class.
No, I'm saying, but it's
no
true.
Subject.
No subject.
No, but that's my stuff though.
I was one of the dumb kids. I just happened to get smarter. And
I used to have the hat.
I had a I ain't gonna say what I had, but
You definitely rode the yellow school bus, the short one at that.
Yeah, he had a bald head, and the kids used to,
Come here, let me rub your head for good luck.
All right, so now the question I have for you, another question for you, right? So, do you think that it's okay for trans women to have drag shows for children?
Okay.
That's getting to it.
Trans woman, for everyone out there, trans woman is different from a drag queen.
Yes.
Drag queens are people that do it for entertainment. Trans women, it's a lifestyle. It's their everyday life. They live as a woman. But
So
a drag queen is going to go out there and they're going to perform in front of a crowd of people.
So can a drag
And
queen
at the
be a
ending
trans?
of the night, they
They a
take
whole
their
nigga.
clothes, they take their makeup off. Tomorrow morning, you see them. They're a whole man going down the road. You might never know they was just performing for you in the gay club. But
So,
a trans woman is someone who...
It's like a code switch.
Yeah.
Got you. So, well, with that being said, do you think that's okay for drags to have drag shows for kids?
For me...
Yeah, for you personally.
I don't want to be bashed by the LGBTQ community, but let me tell you this. I don't think a lot of things that I'm seeing, I'm not agreeing with. I don't think there should be drag shows for kids or kids should see these drag shows. The reason being, they're kids. And remember, when we were kids, we really don't know what.
We're innocent.
We changed our professions 200 times when we were kids. We want to be a teacher today, a pastor tomorrow, And then when you become a teenager, you go through that change in life where you really don't know what you're attracted to. You don't, because everyone goes through this, whether they say it or not. When you're growing up, you have feelings for the same sex, you have feelings for the opposite sex, and your mind is really confused at that time because at that time, you're trying to find who you are. I really don't agree for them to be having drag shows for kids because that really confuses the kids. To me, that's my opinion.
Because
I'm not sure about nobody else.
See, that's why I'm glad to have this comment. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
To me, I feel like drag queens shouldn't, because that's like molding a child. You exposing them to something where they too young to be exposed to. Let that be their choice. Like she said, when you get into your teen years, you're trying to identify yourself and see which way you want to go. Sometimes you double dutch.
Sometimes you play both sides.
Because I know I do.
I used to.
I'd be like, do. No, but I feel like I have a 6-year-old son, and I would never, if I walk into a library right now and I see a drag queen flaring it up for my son, I'm going to rag that drag queen. No disclaimer.
And the funny thing, even with that being said, I have a friend. I called her my sister. And she has a son. Before my transition, he used to call me uncle. And up till this day, he doesn't know that I transitioned into a female because I talk to him over the phone. He will call me and say, uncle, I need this amount of money because he's now a teenager. I need this amount of money. Can you cash up it? I said, okay. He doesn't know that I transitioned. And the reason being, I don't want to get him confused because he looked up to me as a kid growing up as his uncle. And for him to see me come now in woman's clothing, which I don't say I will not go in front of him in the future, but at least let him... He recently moved here to America, so let him educate himself a little bit more.
I feel like he would probably respect you more. Honestly,
and
speaking.
he knew I was gay.
Like my god kids.
I think if he knew he was gay, I think he
knew I was gay.
More respect.
Like my god kids, I have a 9-year-old and an 8-year-old. Like me and my wife raised them, and they call my wife Uncle Kels. And it was a question board.
Hold on, your wife, was she femme or was she like
my wife is
why should she call the wife then? She should be called the.
Because I'm married to
pronouns.
You should call her a husband.
Yeah, a pronoun. Because
you know what? I talk between both. I say my wife or my husband.
See, that's the part's confusing me, man. Like if you're gonna be a dyke.
But my wife
Sorry,
as
wrong
she.
term.
My wife identifies as she, and when I say my wife, she answers. If I'm playing around and joking, say my husband. She'll joke around and say, okay.
So she got young MA clothes on, or she got like regular clothes?
Regular clothes on. She dressed like a
because I feel it feels weird to call someone, hey
and
girl, with young MA outfit. It's weird to me.
But that's where we go back to the pronouns. Yeah. Because a lot of people, as I said before, you have females that really don't
care about
identify themselves as female or she and her.
I got you saying that.
And you have a lot that
they're saying it's how they are,
even
but
if
they still identify as a woman.
Even if they're dressed as a male, they still.
And my wife in a heartbeat would say, "I am a woman."
A woman, yes.
Got you.
Like I have trans men friends that says I would like to call him, and that's fine with that too. But I'm gonna call my wife. When I got married and when we both get naked, you got the same cootie I got.
But hold on, we went off track for a second. I didn't get to answer the question I was talking about the drag with the kids. The reason why I have an issue with drags dancing for kids and having drag shows for kids is because I have a problem with regular women dancing for kids. Like that. I have an issue with that. So if I'm seeing grown women stripping in front of kids, like, what about your friend? That's the wrong song for that. But like, pussy popping on the handstand and for kids and twerking. And I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, what are you doing? So mind you, what I get mad in society nowadays, even the media, they will shun a Cardi B stripping and dancing for kids, right? But then cheer on the drag queen dancing and stripping for kids. I'm like, both should be shunned. I'm confused.
In a sense, of a way,
not appropriate. It's not appropriate for
in
either
America,
way.
I feel like this is a way of trying to teach, bring acknowledgement, like groom and acknowledgement stuff that's going on. Meaning trans, gay, strippers, hoes, lesbian. It doesn't matter what it is. I feel like they sample stuff to children just so they can see. Like, this is what you're gonna see in the future.
Let's be honest, right? What age was you when you felt like you was gay? Like, what age was you?
I'm growing.
Shit.
I can remember, as far as I can remember, when I was going to primary school, that was like 7, 8, somewhere there.
Me.
I used to be very flamboyant. I never used to listen. I used to play with the girls. I used to play the jump ropes. We used to call it in Jamaica Chinese skip. I used to play that. I used to play baton ball with the girls, where you sight and do all of that stuff. I used to play netball because I had a cousin. She was on the netball team, so I used to stay after school with her for practice. And I used to play just in case someone is not there for rehearsal. I used to be on the team.
It's not hard. Netball not hard because netball remind me of
Netball is very easy.
Netball remind me of basketball with no backboard, and I'm like, yo. How y'all scoring like that? So that's a skill.
It is. Netball is very easy to play. I don't even know about basketball because I never played basketball before. The only thing I used to play growing up, I used to play cricket. I used to play marbles.
I love marbles.
Basically, that's it.
Because the reason why I asked you
I
that
tried
question,
football, but it wasn't my thing.
Because the buck up your toe, Jesus.
That's not my thing.
because the reason why I asked you that question is because a lot of people got this thing when they say that they're born gay, or some people say they ain't born gay, or they was influenced by some gay things, and I think people was born that way. That's my feeling.
No, not
because not everything. I'm just saying the reason why I say that because there's no gay gene. I know that it's not. That's not what I mean by that. I mean like from a child, you can kind of see the child like he's feminine at like 3. You could see it.
For me, I knew my wife since the first grade. My wife came from Jamaica here, and our family's always been like this. And I just always knew I was gay. I used to bully my wife.
That's what I'm saying.
I used to like, you know what? I told her elementary school, what grade we was in? 4th grade. I said, one day I'm gonna marry you. And she didn't know she was gay. And she like, and look at us now. We was together for 16 years and married for 7.
There's a lot of humping going on. Go ahead.
Look,
a lot of scissoring.
When it comes,
we don't scissor.
Y'all don't scissor?
No. What kind of old fashioned gayness is that?
You was young. You couldn't buy a dildo at that age.
Nigga, hump your butt. Hump your butt. Your butt.
Y'all was scissoring like this.
Never scissor, baby. He always think he know how lesbian sex go.
Yo, you're not putting. Come on, you know they don't sell dildos to minors.
I wasn't fucking early.
You say you was gay from you was young. And you
I was kissing.
Earlier before you came, she said I was banging pop 16, 17. You're not buying dildos at that
16,
time.
17, you could buy toys.
Yeah,
you could
buy toys.
I know that. Oh,
dildos.
You can.
I was wrong. My bad. I was a virgin till I was 19. That's why I ain't know.
You lose your virginity at 19?
19, yeah. To 2 girls in the same day.
Oh, that's why you think you know
He was
how girls
smutted
do
out.
it.
He was smutted out.
They ran the train on me and they haven't known each other.
But no, I feel like.
But as I was saying, like when it comes to people thinking that people was born this way, you have kids that was really born that way. Like from they know themselves, they've been flamboyant or had the girl tendencies. You have a next group that then they could get molested growing up, and then it becomes something. Yeah. It opens them up to it. You have kids that didn't grow with a father figure and really wanted a father figure
and look up
to someone, and then it became that way. You have people that really grew with a lot of girls, and it just becomes like a habit to them. And then you have a next set that really turn gay. You call them gay for pay.
So, another question I want to ask you: how many genders do you think there are?
There are growing up, we knew about 2 genders, male and female, right? But now it's so open where there are more genders.
Do you believe that? Do you believe there's more genders, or you just believe
there's more genders?
Name some genders.
What is
male, female, transgender, pansexual. Let's go.
Do you think non-binary is a gender?
Non-binary is a gender.
See,
yes.
that's the part I have an issue with. See, I got you right here because I never could understand this. How can someone? First of all, what's non-binary?
I think non-binary is just the people that really don't label themselves.
That's my point.
And then it's also pansexual. So sometimes I'm really confused because to me, I consider myself as pansexual.
Me.
Yeah. Lately, if you see on my Instagram, it says pansexual. I consider myself as pansexual because I'm attracted to
whoever loves me.
Whoever.
But then
I can have sex with a girl, a guy, a trans, whoever. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
So hold on. So if you my mind's about to explode. So right now, right? How can someone say they're non-binary is transgender, but they don't identify as even a gender?
You have a lot of people that says they're non-binary.
That makes no sense to me.
I never really studied to be
honest.
That's
like saying, listen,